Okay, the main component because of which the aeroplane goes into the air is the wing. These are the wings. Where did that go? Okay, these are the aeroplane wings, correct? Okay. So not this, what I'm doing. Okay, ये part बेटा, ये part जो है that is the wing. This enables the aeroplane to go up. Okay, what is this part called? Do you know the name of this?
Elevator.
Elevator is the low end part.
Horizontal stabilizer.
This is the
Horizontal stabilizer.
horizontal stabilizer. What about this?
Vertical stabilizer.
Vertical stabilizer. Okay, this is vertical stabilizer and this is the horizontal stabilizer. At the end of the vertical stabilizer there is an elevator. At the end of the this horizontal stabilizer elevator, end of vertical stabilizer, that is this part is the radar. Okay, here you will find out aileron at the end and flaps towards the center. Okay beta, these are landing gear. What are this part? Can you name them beta?
Sir, fuselage, engine and sir fuselage.
This is fuselage. What about this part? I'm talking
Cowling of engine.
This is engine. Okay, we have got a jet engine. So jet engine is over here. Okay, ये jet engine है बेटा, covering of jet engine. Okay, if we enlarge the image, you will see that the jet engine is attached over here, right, with the engine. So जहां पर बेटा वो attached होता है, उसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे बेटा? Jet engine fitment point. Okay, so the engine is attached at this point. Okay, and the covering of the attachment. See, suppose this is my wing. Okay, let us say this is my right wing, this is the fuselage. Okay, I am attaching the engine. So when you attach the engine, let us say engine, obviously you are going to use a tie bolt, that is nut and bolts use karoge, right? 4 nut and bolt hota hai beta. So if I'm using nut and bolt, what will happen is there will be a drag created. Correct? Which type of drag is this? You have done theory of flight, no? Can you tell me which type of drag will be this? Any
Yes,
drag which happens because of the shape of the
friction drag, skin friction drag.
So it is not skin friction. No, it is not
Skin friction drag.
No, beta. How can it be skin friction? It is because of the shape. So it is form drag. कौन सा drag है बेटा ये?
Form drag.
Form drag.
Form drag.
Drag
Sorry.
which is happening because of the shape is called as a form drag. Skin friction happens when the air is touching the skin. Okay. So to avoid this form drag, what we do is we cover it up. Engine को हम लोग क्या करते हैं बेटा? Cover attachment को cover कर देते हैं. That covering is called as pylon. Covering where the engine is attached, okay, which is called as the pylon. In this diagram, you cannot clearly see it, but it is over there. Okay, pylon. Okay, inside the pylon, you can see all the movement that is here. Throttle levers connection will be connected. Fuel connection will go from this. So all the connections that are required for the engine to operate will go through this pylon. Clear, beta? So far what we have understood that this is a okay, so far what we have understood is that there is a jet engine. Okay, jet engine is attached to the fuselage using the nuts and bolt. Okay, and to protect the form drag, we have attached a pylon. Clear है बेटा? Pylon के अंदर all the moving parts are connected. That is your throttle lever connection, your fuel supply line, hydraulic supply line, then pneumatic supply line, electrical supplies, wire, everything will go through this pylon only. Understood? Can we go ahead?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Now you have understood that the engine will be attached over here using the pylon. वो तो समझ गया बेटा, right? Now tell me, if this engine is there, okay, and we are flying the aeroplane into the water, मतलब बारिश, okay, suppose there is a rainfall. So if there is a rainfall, water will come like this. Water will enter the engine, yes or no? Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for the engine to operate, you require 3 things, okay? For the engine to operate, you require these 3 things. These 3 things are fuel plus oxygen and an ignition source in the beginning, not afterwards. Okay, if you have these 3 things, the fire will be started. Correct? But if I put in the water, what will happen? It can extinguish my flame, right? For combustion, you require all these three things in the proper quantity. But if I put the water, what can happen? Logically, socho beta. If you put the water, it should completely extinguish the flame, no?
Yes, sir.
If the flame is extinguished, my engine will not operate. Simple logic, right?
Yes, yes.
But we have seen there is nothing to prevent the water, right? So engineer तो पागल नहीं है ना बेटा, जिसने एरोप्लेन डिजाइन किया उसने कुछ सोच कर ही ऐसा बनाया होगा, right? So think what he must have thought. Any guess is accepted बेटा. We are not judging whether आपको आता है नहीं आता है. Any आपके हिसाब
Sir,
से
these water droplets will get converted into the water vapors, no, sir?
that's it beta. That is what the main answer is. See, when you put the water, it will go in the form of water droplets. But the air has been compressed. उसको pressure बढ़ाता है बेटा. When you increase the pressure, because of the pressure also the state changes, right? So the liquid get converted into gas and become water vapors. Now when the water vapor goes inside, no, it is advantage for us. Instead of being a disadvantage, it is advantage for us. So in the rain, when you fly the aeroplane, you require you will have more amount of the power than in the dry air. Understood? We'll do that in the detail in the next class. जब हम लोग वो पूरा properly पढ़ेंगे कि how we augment the thrust. There you are going to understand what actually happens, how we increase the thrust. But as of now, you just have to understand that when the water is going inside, it is being compressed, which increases the pressure of the air and will change the water into the gaseous state, vapors. And the vapors are more beneficial for the engine. Okay, so that will help us in combustion. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Now, a very genuine doubt. Okay, everyone should have this doubt. This is the engine I'm telling you from such a long time, right? Class के beginning होते ही मैंने बोला कि this is the wing. Okay, wing के नीचे this is the pylon and pylon के end पर एक engine लगा दिया जेट इंजन. Correct, बेटा? Now, suppose there is a fire. Okay, suppose the engine catches a fire. What will happen? It will burn, right? It will create flames. Yes or no, beta?
Yes, sir.
There is only possibility of catching the fire in the engine. बाकी कहीं पर आग नहीं लग सकता बेटा. Why? Because वहीं पर हम लोगों ने already flame चालू करके रखा है, वहीं पर fuel जाता है, वहीं पर oxygen available है. So all the three quantities are available only here, right? So there is a possibility of fire only in here. Okay. So suppose there is a fire caught in the combustion chamber. That fire will try to run up over here. Correct? Then what will happen is from here the fire will go into the wing. Slowly the wing is completely filled with the fuel. ये पूरा का पूरा blast हो जाएगा and this will act as a bomb, right? So what engineers thought? If there is this problem, okay, otherwise what can happen is not only fire, what can happen is the engine is the one where there is a flame running, right? So high temperature from here can directly travel into the engine also, right? Which can also be the ignition source and cause the fire, right? So there are two possibilities. So I need to prevent this fire from the engine to go into the wing. Correct? So what engineer devised? Engineer said, okay, if this is the problem, so what we'll do is we'll rectify this problem. And to rectify this problem, what they did is, no, they installed a firewall here. क्या install किया बेटा? Firewall.
Firewall.
As the name itself suggests, firewall is a single word. I have just put it over here. It is actually firewall like this. Firewall. Okay. Just to understand, we have split it into the two parts. First part is the fire. Second part is the wall. I don't need to tell you what is wall, right? Wall is basically we can consider a brick wall which does not allow a person to travel from one place to another, right? Door होगा तो ही आप wall से जा सकते हो, otherwise wall will restrict any movement, right? Fire means जो fire को रोकता है. Understood? The wall which prevent the fire from spreading is called as the firewall. Clear, better? This is a DGCA question. Okay, MCQ question. DGCA question will be what? Firewall is made up of dash. Okay, material. So material it is made up of is titanium. Okay, have material classes been done with you so far? Hello, are you guys there, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
some part must be done, no? Not completely, but some part of the material must be done with you, right? So
Yes, sir.
when they
Yes,
teach
sir.
you material, they also tell you why do we select titanium, why do we select aluminum. Okay,
The high
titanium,
melting and boiling point.
yes, it has got a very high melting point and boiling point. Okay, we are concerned here with the melting point. Okay, it is a high heat resistant material. क्या है बेटा criteria? High heat resistance. मतलब जल्दी से मेल्ट नहीं होगा बेटा. That's why we make firewall of the titanium. Okay, जहां पे ज्यादा टेम्परेचर रिक्वायरमेंट होता है वहां टाइटेनियम यूज करेंगे एविएशन में. ओके, तो द टाइटेनियम का फायरवॉल है विच विल प्रिवेंट द फ्लेम और द हाई टेम्परेचर फ्रॉम ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम द इंजन टू दी दिस. सो यहाँ पर बेटा दो डीजीसीए क्वेश्चन है. एक है मटेरियल का क्वेश्चन बेटा, व्हाट इज द फायरवॉल मेड अप ऑफ? फायरवॉल इज मेड अप ऑफ टाइटेनियम. Second is what is firewall? Firewall is the one which prevent the fire from going from airframe to the engine. ठीक है बेटा, understood this much? Okay.
Yes.
And the third DGCA question that we have done but we have not considered or I have not told you is this. For the combustion you require this three things, that is there should be a fuel, there should be an oxygen, there should be the ignition source. If you have this three things you will get the fire started, but DGCA will not ask you this three things. DGCA will ask you if I want to extinguish the fire, what should I do? नाम से ही पता चलता है, if these three things are required for the fire, I should remove any one of this out of it. Correct? Either I should extinguish the flame, or either I should remove the supply of oxygen, or I should or I should cut the supply of the fuel. If you do any of this, that will stop the fire. Understood better? So far we have done 3 DGCA questions, and from theory point of view, we have done a 5-mark question here. Clear better? Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So now tell me what is the location of the firewall?
Between the engine and
Yes, between the
The
engine
wing.
and the
Wing.
not wing beta, airframe. Between the engine and the airframe. Okay.
Okay.
Airframe and engine are two different things. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm just loading a picture. This is called as the Cessna aircraft. Okay. Commercially available hota hai ye aircraft. Okay. The cost of owning this aircraft is just 2 crore rupees in India. You can buy this aircraft. USA में बहुत लोगों के पास है बेटा. USA में you must have heard, no? Every one of them have their own aeroplanes, right? So most of them they own this aircraft beta. Okay. In the Cessna, we know that this is piston engine, right? We had jet engine installed on the wing, so we had a firewall here. Here we have the piston engine. So the engine, if I show you, this is the part of the engine, and the propeller is connected. Propeller is swinging at such a fast rate that you cannot see. Okay? अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे तो आपको दिखाई देगा कि यहाँ पर कुछ चीज है जो रोटेट कर रहा है, right? So there can be the fire from here and go into the fuselage, right? To prevent this fire, again I have a firewall. Okay? यहाँ पे अंदर की तरफ ना बेटा एक ऐसा firewall है made up of titanium. Understood, dear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in jet engine, what is the location of the firewall? Where the engine is attached. Anywhere, wherever the engine is attached to the airframe, it is at the location. In piston engine, forward bulkhead will become your, bulkhead, right? Are you aware of the term bulkhead, beta?
Yes.
Bulkhead पता है तो ठीक है, नहीं पता तो I will explain you. It's no hard and fast rule that you should know. Okay? See, when we design the aeroplane, no, आप engineers जब aeroplane design करते हैं ना बेटा, so what they do is they divide the aeroplane into the compartments. Okay? You cannot have an aeroplane made up of just one material, no? तो ये कंपार्टमेंट होता है बेटा. ये क्या करते हैं, ये कंपार्टमेंट को इसके साथ कनेक्ट कर देते हैं, फिर इसको इसके साथ कनेक्ट कर देते हैं, तो यू गेट अ बिग लाइक अ रूम, वन रूम कनेक्टेड आफ्टर दी अनदर. ओके, दिस सबसे फॉरवर्ड वाला जो सेक्शन होता है जो कि स्ट्रेंथ होल्ड कर सकता है, उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं बल्क हेड. सो यू हैव गॉट forward bulkhead, you have got a rear bulkhead. In the piston engine aircraft, the bulkhead is the one which is in the front. सब पे front में भी होता है, back में भी होता है, right? So only in case of the Cessna aircraft, the forward bulkhead itself, this forward bulkhead itself is your firewall made up of titanium. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You need to understand that in jet engine there are two concepts. Let us say in aeroplane, not in jet engine. Let us say in any aircraft. Okay? Aeroplane, or we can say aircraft. Aircraft will also consist of what? What is the difference? Do you know what is the difference between the aircraft and the aeroplane? Aeroplane is any powered object which can fly. It's called as the aeroplane. Aircraft can be powered or not powered. Anything which can fly because of the aerodynamic shape. Okay, like your paper plane. Paper plane where you don't install the engine, right? And when you throw it, the paper plane will still travel, right? Paper plane को fold करके बनाते हैं ना बेटा, and you just throw it in the air, right? It will go into the air, right?
Yes, sir.
That is called as the aircraft. That is
Yes,
not
sir.
called as the aeroplane. हम लोग उसको बचपन से एरोप्लेन बोलते हैं, बट वो एरोप्लेन नहीं है, वो एयरक्राफ्ट है. एरोप्लेन क्या होता है? जिसमें मैकेनिकल पावर होता है. ओके, सो वी आर जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द एयरक्राफ्ट and the engine in general. Okay, so for the aeroplane, we are talking only about the aeroplane part. There are two main parts. One is the structure, which we call as the airframe. Structure क्या होता है बेटा अपना? Airframe. Second part is the powerhouse. Okay? This powerhouse is nothing but the engine. It is the one which is going to generate the power, right? So it is called as the powerhouse. In powerhouse, this is my term, okay? But actual में ये क्या है बेटा? Power plant है. Okay? क्या है ये बेटा? Power plant है. Okay? Why we are understanding it as a powerhouse? Because power comes from there, so it is a powerhouse. But technically correct term क्या है बेटा इसका? It is a power plant. Okay? So power plant consists of the engine. Okay, and airframe अलग होता है. So in this diagram, this is your airframe, wings, horizontal stabilizer, vertical stabilizer. Okay, everything is your airframe. In fact, the covering of the engine, can you see there is an engine which is covered, right? Engine direct ऐसा नहीं होता बेटा, engine को cover किया गया है to make it smooth, aerodynamic, so that there is no drag. Okay, that covering is called as the cowling. Cowling is the part of the airframe. DGCA question है. Okay, cowling is the part of the airframe. Clear बेटा? ये जो cover होता है ना, okay? Cowling, okay? It is enclosing engine. So cowling ने क्या किया बेटा? Engine को enclose करके रखा हुआ है. And cowling is just the protective layer which gives aerodynamic shape. ठीक है बेटा? Cowling will become the part of the airframe, but the engine that it is enclosing is the part of the power plant system. Understood this much? Any doubt over here? That aeroplane will be divided into two parts. That is the structural part, which is called the airframe, and the engine part, which is a power plant. Okay? Clear? Remember this DGC. यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ बेटा for your understanding that this is a DGCA question, that cowling. Okay? ठीक है. Let's go ahead now. Now, when we have to go into the detail of gas turbine engine, we should know on what law the aeroplane works. Okay, so for this we have to understand few terms. Okay, these few terms are Newton's laws of motion basically. Okay, so we are going to do Newton's laws of motion, and beta we are not going to do it as we do it in the school. स्कूल में तो बेटा बहुत ही सिंपल है, स्टेटमेंट बता देते हैं आपको, देन दे विल एक्सप्लेन यू एंड देन दे लीव इट. ओके, बट दे डोंट बॉदर टू टेल यू द एक्चुअल एप्लीकेशन ऑफ दिस. ओके, but now we will understand how the all laws are applicable in the engine. Okay, aeroplane में सारे law applicable होते हैं, all three laws are applicable. Okay, so we are first going to talk about the first law. Can someone tell me what is the statement of motion? Anyone, beta, do you know what is the statement of the first law? Beta, you guys are the 4 students, beta. Anyone? Not exactly book statement. आपको जो समझा वही बोल दो बेटा. Okay, because I am not concerned with that by-hatting. Okay, by-hatting वगैरह मेरे से खुद नहीं होता बेटा और रट्टा मारना. Okay, so what I want is you should understand the concept. That's it. Okay, that's why you must have seen that I am also using Hindi, I am using English. मेरा काम सिर्फ आपको concept समझाना है बेटा. Basic मैं समझा दूंगा, बाद में जो भी high level आएगा ना, this jet engine, here we are just going to understand a very basic type of jet engine, क्या क्या होना चाहिए, कैसे होना चाहिए. Okay, when you go into the aviation, you will find that this is completely different from what you have learned. But if you know the basic, you will understand अरे ये part ये करता है, वो मेरे सर ने ये सिखाया था, मतलब ये modify हुआ है. Okay, so you should know this. Okay, so let us understand the first law. Okay, we'll take a practical example for this. Okay, let us say that there is a football. Okay, and here we have got the most famous footballer, Ronaldo. Or you can, if you are a fan of Messi, you can keep Messi. Up to you. Okay, I am asking this Ronaldo to kick the ball. Correct, beta? Now close your eyes and just imagine Ronaldo coming to the ball. Okay, see, it will first sound silly कि क्या बोल रहे हैं सर, आँख बंद करो वगैरह. Just close your eyes and imagine there is a ball. Okay, now imagine that there is a Ronaldo who is running behind the ball and now he is about to kick the ball. Okay, he is going to kick it. We are not taking the stadium. हम लोग कुछ stadium वगैरह नहीं रख रहे हैं, पूरा open ground है बेटा, बड़ा ground है. He will kick the ball. What you will observe? The ball flies. Correct? फिर क्या करेगा बेटा, थोड़ी देर के बाद जाके नीचे गिरेगा. It will take 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, then slowly it will drag onto the surface and थोड़ा आगे जाके रुक जाएगा, right? Correct? See the motion, I can draw it over here. Now you can see.
Yes, sir.
He kicked. You will see that the ball goes like this, comes down and then drags, and यहाँ पर जाके रुक जाएगा ना बेटा. Motion is stopped, right?
Yes, sir.
Now imagine the same Ronaldo in the space. Okay, he is wearing the space shuttle, space suit and all. Okay, पूरा अच्छे से वो नासा का जो कपड़ा आता है, equipments, he is wearing. We are again giving him the same type of football, same mass, same everything. Now we are asking him to kick the ball. Okay, Ronaldo will run in this space. Imagine that. Then he comes and now he kicks the ball. What you will see? Ball flies. Correct? Will it come down? Will it stop?
No,
No, sir.
sir.
So
No, sir.
it will continue going forward, right? There is
Yes, sir.
no stopping the ball. Understood?
Yes, sir.
That is your
Infinite.
Newton's first law of motion. What it says that until and unless I apply the external force over here, the ball should not stop. But then you should say, sir, यहाँ पे तो कोई external force लगा ही नहीं, रोनाल्डो ने kick किया रुक गया. But here on the earth we have got the atmosphere. So air is acting as the resistance and the friction on the ground is acting as the resistance. Both of them are acting as the opposing force. Hence the ball is stopping in this situation. But in this situation, there is absolutely no stopping of this ball. Okay, it will continue to fly. कहाँ तक fly करेगा बेटा? It will go. Suppose you have
Infinite.
हाँ, infinite distance तक जा सकता है. But suppose you were smart enough that you know कि मैं अभी अगर kick करूंगा तो थोड़ी देर के बाद Jupiter गोल घूम के मेरे position पे आ सकता है. That is how they send the Mars mission and all. No, they don't know. They don't send the Mars shuttle or मंगलयान और any Maven और जो भी आप भेज रहे हो Mars के ऊपर, वो Mars को अभी के position पे नहीं भेजते ना. They send it at the future position. They think that in the future the Mars will be at this distance. So they slingshot the space shuttle to that location, right? So suppose Ronaldo did the same thing. he thought that Jupiter will be at this distance. Let us draw and understand if you're not understanding. This is the football. Present location of Jupiter is this. Okay, this is the football. You know it is going in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, you calculated that when I kick this by my force, the ball will reach over here in 3 months. By that 3 months, Jupiter will also be here. Then what will happen? My ball will go and land on Jupiter. Understood? Now, what will happen in this case is when the ball is entering into the Jupiter atmosphere or Jupiter's force of gravitation, it will act as a resistance. And if you go and hit it, it will stop the motion. Understood? If we
Yes,
are
sir.
very lucky, and if we say, let us say, it does not hit the Jupiter, but it hits some of the moon of a Jupiter. Okay, यहाँ पे कोई moon था बेटा, moon को hit किया. What moon will do? It will change the direction. Earth पे वही होता है ना, when you hit the ball वापस bounce होता है ना. Here also, it will hit this. If we are very lucky, it could be a perfect elastic collision and the ball will return back. But if it's not a perfect elastic collision, it will change the direction and then again continue forward. So getting it what I'm trying to say? Clear? So
Yes, sir.
first motion is until and unless there is an external unbalancing force acting on a ball, the ball will continue its state of motion. You cannot stop the ball. That is our first law of motion. Okay? Clear, beta? Now I've told you this first law of motion, but where is it applicable? You should know where it is applicable, no? Correct? In aeroplane. Just think, where is this applicable? I think theory of light सिखाया बेंसी मैम ने, right? Okay. When she taught you the chapter level flight, there is one chapter called as the level flight. In that chapter, teacher that Benson ma'am or must have taught you that lift is equals to weight, thrust is equals to drag, and we get a straight and level flight. Understood? That is,
Yes.
imagine this is our aeroplane. There are 4 forces acting: thrust, opposing force drag, upward force lift, downward force drag. If thrust is equals to drag, correct? What teacher told you? If thrust is equal to drag, you will get a level flight, correct? Now tell me better, if forward force is equal to backward force, why is the aeroplane moving forward? Understanding what I'm trying to say here?
First law of motion.
First law of motion. Okay. कैसे applicable होता है बेटा? Can you explain us?
तो स्टार्टिंग में कोई तो एक्सीलरेशन होगा ना, तो वो कैरी फॉरवर्ड होता है वो
Yes, बेटा आप लोग पढ़ नहीं रहे हो बुक. आपका कॉन्सेप्ट करेक्ट है. Only thing is you are not studying the book. Okay. Starting में during your point of takeoff, you know that thrust is more than drag. Then only the aeroplane moves forward, no? So thrust is more than drag, lift is less than the weight during the takeoff. Okay. Once you take off and put it into the level flight, आप क्या करो बेटा? Thrust को reduce कर रहे हो, उसको क्या कर रहे हो? Drag के बराबर लेकर आ रहे हो. Which actually means what? That this Ronaldo is running with the ball. Okay, Ronaldo को running with the ball picture कर सकते हो ना? He runs with the ball at speed of the ball, right? That means वो बार बार continuously kick कर रहा है. तो continuous kick के केस में क्या होगा बेटा Ronaldo का? Continuously. Then I will get the same motion as it is in the space, no? Correct? Understood better? Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
what this engine is doing? Engine is providing this continuous kick. You can imagine that the Ronaldo is the engine for the aeroplane who is continuously providing the kick, and that kick is equal to the air resistance. इसलिए ball speed up भी नहीं हो रहा है और धीरे धीरे जा रहा है जैसे रोनाल्डो भाग सकता है. करेक्ट? यहाँ पे उसको जरूरत नहीं है, यहाँ पे वो मार देगा. There is no air resistance, there is no air drag, the ball will continue to fly. But here there was the air resistance, but I overcome that air resistance by making the Ronaldo run along with the ball. Okay, that running around is done by the engine. Engine will continue to provide the thrust to us. Okay, and once you set it in the level flight, the thrust is equal to the drag, but your body is already in the state of motion. And statement क्या बोलता है? Every body continues to be in the state of rest or the uniform motion unless and until it is acted upon by the external unbalancing force. मतलब क्या है? जब तक आपके ऊपर कोई external unbalancing force act नहीं कर रहा है बेटा, तब तक तो बॉडी स्टेट मोशन कैरी कर सकता है ना. So that is what is same over here. Same thing happens with your lift and drag. Okay. So you should think of all this thing as a practical way. Don't just listen and accept it. Okay. Now, can we go to Newton's second law of motion? Everyone is clear with first law?
Yes, sir.
So let us understand second law of motion. Very important law. Everyone forgets the statement of this. Statement is very simple, beta. Statement, what it says is rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to,
Applied forces.
yes, directly proportional to applied force. And motion is the direction of the force. Correct here. So here we have got the statement rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the force. So since the new term came momentum, we should know what is momentum, and you all know it. So I'm just introducing you to the term momentum. Momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Okay, mass times velocity is the momentum. Change in momentum क्या बोलता है बेटा? Imagine the same. Okay, ball को आप kick कर रहे हो, right? So initially उसमें let us say it is at position A. From here it is traveling and it is reaching the position B. Okay, the ball is traveling from A and reaching the position B. Correct बेटा? So when it travels, ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि same speed में travel करेगा. That is, imagine a car. Car will never travel at the same speed. It will keep accelerating, deaccelerating, change होता रहता है ना. So यहाँ पर उसका कुछ speed होगा, that is u. यहाँ पर उसका कुछ speed होगा v. We call u as the initial velocity, v as the final velocity. You have done this, okay? I don't need to go into detail of this. Okay? So बेटा इसमें क्या होगा बेटा? Initial momentum एक होगा. So initial momentum, we denote it as P is equals to m into u. यहाँ पर हो जाएगा बेटा final momentum is equals to m into v. Correct dear? Change in momentum बोला है बेटा, right? So change in momentum is what? Let us say this is 1, this is 2. Change in momentum is equals to P2 minus P1. ठीक है? Which is basically mv minus mu. Correct? And m को कॉमन ले लेंगे तो v माइनस. ये होता है आपका चेंज इन मोमेंटम. स्टेटमेंट पढ़ो बेटा, क्या बोलता है? रेट ऑफ चेंज ना. सी रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम. सो रेट इज ऑलवेज विद द टाइम,
विद
राइट?
रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम आएगा.
With respect to time आएगा, right? Therefore rate of change of momentum is equals to m v minus u upon t. But v minus u upon t is what? Acceleration. Correct? So it becomes ma, and ये क्या बोलता है? Rate of change of momentum is nothing but force. Clear बेटा? This question will come in exam. पूरा statement वगैरह मैंने आपको लिखकर इसलिए दिखाया है because this comes for 3 marks. Okay, statement 1 mark, 2 mark का ये derivation. Actually the question is for 5 mark. The 2 mark is for the numerical that will be followed. They will give you initial velocity, they will give you final velocity, they will give you the mass of the body. We'll do one example of that. Don't worry about that. Okay, ठीक है? Clear? Now everyone understand the statement. Statement समझ में कोई बड़ी बात नहीं बेटा. Rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to force. Everyone understand it. Let us understand it conceptually. हमारे काम का क्या है वो सोचना बेटा. Okay, I have got a stone. Okay, there is a stone. The mass or weight of the stone is equals to, let us say, 50 newtons. वेट न्यूटन में आता है, राइट? आई डोंट नीड टू टेल यू दैट, राइट? मास इज इन किलोग्राम, वेट इज इन न्यूटन। तो 50 ग्राम्स का एक स्टोन है। ओके, नाउ व्हाट आई डू इज आई टेक अ 5th स्टैंडर्ड बॉय। ओके, एक बॉय लिया बेटा जो कि 5th स्टैंडर्ड में है, और उसको क्या बोला बेटा, पुश द स्टोन। ठीक है, his own weight is, let us say, 20 newton, ज्यादा ही होगा, I'm just taking an example. Okay, he is 20 newton. I'm asking him to push this stone, and this is a horizontal road. Okay, you have to go from point A to point B. ठीक है बेटा, correct? Will he be able to move this? Maybe, may not be,
No.
doesn't matter, right? But he will take certain amount of time. I keep the same stone, I keep the distance same, and I ask a adult, मोटा, अच्छा खासा मोटा तगड़ा आदमी, whose weight is 200 newton, to push the stone of 50 newton. Who can do this work fast?
दूसरा वाला।
दूसरा वाला, obviously, no, ये वाला बंदा, right? Correct? Now, जब ये वाला बंदा यहाँ पे यहाँ तक लेकर जाएगा तो ये फास्ट मूव करेगा। ये वाला बंदा he can take from here to here, but he will go slow. तो टाइम becomes a very important part, right? तो स्कूल में आपको सिर्फ स्टेटमेंट बता देता है, फोर्स इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू मास टू एक्सेलरेशन। एंड व्हाट डज द स्कूल टीच यू? स्कूल टीच यू कि जितना आप एक्सेलरेट करोगे उतना फोर्स लगेगा, राइट? यस और नो? व्हाट, आई डोंट नो वेदर योर टीचर हैज टॉट यू करेक्ट और नो, but I'm not saying she must have taught you wrong. What I'm saying is, generally there is a practice, because I also teach my school kids, no? So generally there is a practice wherein what we do is we tell our students that जितना आप एक्सेलरेट करोगे उतना ज्यादा आपका फोर्स अप्लाई होगा, राइट? क्लियर है?
Yes.
I cannot hear you, beta. What were you saying?
No, sir. Nothing.
Nothing, no? Okay. So what this actual statement, see, many of us have understood wrong. Even I used to understand it wrong. The statement says that is directly proportional to the force. So we used to think जितना ज्यादा मैं मोमेंटम क्रिएट करूंगा उतना ज्यादा फोर्स अप्लाई होगा, बट दिस इज रॉन्ग। द थिंग इज, आप जितना फोर्स क्रिएट करोगे उतना मोमेंटम अप्लाई होता है, राइट? नो, until and unless you are pushing it, that means you are applying the force, the momentum will not happen. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what here you have to understand is the statement written here is correct, understood is correct, but we generally make a mess up. हम लोग क्या mess up कर लेते हैं? हम लोग बोलते हैं कि जितना एक्सेलरेट करेगा उतना ज्यादा फोर्स अप्लाई होगा, ओके? बट ये उल्टा है, जितना फोर्स आप अप्लाई करोगे उतना ज्यादा एक्सेलरेट करेगा। ठीक है? Now, just a keen observation. Okay, if you have understood this, try to understand this, answer this. Okay, not a test, just try to understand this. I have got a cardboard tube. कार्डबोर्ड का क्या किया बेटा, मैंने एक ट्यूब बनाया। ओके, इंजीनियरिंग ड्राइंग में सिखाया होगा ना, 3 डायमेंशनल व्यू। अनदर कार्डबोर्ड ट्यूब व्हिच इज सिलेंडर, व्हिच इज डबल द लेंथ ऑफ दिस। ठीक है बेटा? आई होप यू ऑल नो व्हाट इज मार्शमेलो, राइट?
What, sir?
You all must be aware now what is marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Okay.
Marshmallow नहीं पता है? Okay, then पी, चना बटाना। Okay, marshmallow is nothing but soft होता है बेटा, उसको गर्म करके वो लोग खा लेते हैं। Okay, तो यहाँ पर हम लोगों ने क्या किया बेटा, यहाँ एक marshmallow रखा, ये एंड पे एक marshmallow रखा। ठीक है बेटा? Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to blow it from the this end. मतलब क्या करेंगे बेटा, माउथ से एयर फूकना है इसके अंदर। Okay, same person is going to do this, that means there is no change in the strength. Tell me in which of these two case will the, sorry यहाँ नहीं रखते, थोड़ा अंदर रख लेते हैं ना, गलत पोजीशन पर रख दिया बेटा मैंने, ये अंदर रखते हैं। ओके, यहाँ होता है मार्शमेलो, ओके, एट दिस ओपनिंग। ठीक है बेटा? now बेटा just tell me, I am blowing from here also, here also, this will come out, marshmallow will come out from this end, okay, or you have, if you have taken of Vatana, so Vatana or pea plant, you can say pea will come out from here, okay. Which of this tube will it travel the furthest distance? सोच कर आंसर करो बेटा, न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन समझा है ना, उसके ऊपर सोचो कि कौन होगा जो ज्यादा आगे जाएगा. Many students get it wrong, okay, so if you get it wrong there is no problem, बस आपको guess करना है.
सर दोनों में वो सेम फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहा है ना सर वो?
या बेटा, we are applying the same force, but difference is ये longer tube है, ये narrow tube है.
तो सर दोनों भी इक्वली ट्रैवल करेंगे, वो तो हम लोग अप्लाई कर रहे हैं.
Okay, one of you are saying equally. What about, how many of you think that first वाले में ज्यादा travel करेगा बेटा?
No sir, second वाले में ज्यादा travel करेगा.
Second वाले में ज्यादा travel. So the answer is second वाले में ज्यादा travel करता है. Because I just told you बेटा, what is that? आप जितना ज्यादा force apply करोगे, और time भी depend करता है ना बेटा. Correct? So in this case, what is happening is, we are applying the same amount of force, but it is for a shorter duration of time, right? यहाँ से जब blow करोगे, आपका हवा इसमें कब तक act होता रहेगा, जब तक वो यहाँ पर नहीं आ जाता, right? And then it will come out. Correct, बेटा?
Yes.
Here also the same case,
Yes, sir.
but here you are taking the longer time. Mathematically, अगर आपको देखना है, because in science, physics generally, you need to prove everything mathematically that everything is correct, okay? Otherwise, you will not be able to say कि it is factual, okay? सिर्फ मेरे बोलने से आप accept नहीं करना चाहिए, आपको ये सोचना चाहिए कि ये कैसे होता है. So let us do it mathematically. I have given you this formula that force is equals to rate of change of momentum, right? So F is equals to mass V minus U upon T. When the marshmallows are over here, U का picture में से खत्म ही हो गया बेटा, right? Initially at the rest 0, correct ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Initially rest है, U 0 हो गया. So basically आपका formula क्या हो गया बेटा? F is equals to mass times final velocity times T. Correct? What I am saying, I am blowing with the same force. I am having the same mass. Okay, this is constant, this is constant. What do we say? T comes this side. आ गया बेटा? Yes or no? What does that
Yes.
mean?
Sir.
Whatever force will be for a longer duration of time, there will be the more final velocity. Numbers देकर देखना है तो वो भी कर सकते हैं बेटा. We can say 10 ये है, 10 Newton, mass is 10 kg, 0 0 cancel हो जाएगा, time is 5 seconds. 5 seconds for first case, 10 seconds for second case. So velocity 10 हो गया ना second case में. Final velocity is more. So if your final velocity is more, it has to become 0, so it will cover a longer distance, no? Correct?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Yes.
Understood, no? Very important thing, that you are applying the force here for a longer duration of the time, hence it is going forward. और देखो बेटा, ऐसे ही कुछ भी उल्टा सुल्टा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मैथमेटिकली आपको प्रूफ करके दिखा रहा हूँ कि ये पॉसिबल है. क्लियर? इफ यू वांट, you can find this experiment on YouTube also. YouTube पे डालो न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन मार्शमैलो एक्सपेरिमेंट, ओके? उसमें दोनों तरफ, यहाँ रखकर भी ब्लो करता है, यहाँ रखकर भी ब्लो करता है. व्हेन यू कीप ओवर हियर एंड ब्लो, दोनों सेम डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करता है, बिकॉज फोर्स वहां पे क्या हो रहा है बेटा, सेम टाइम पे एक्ट होगा ना, राइट? इनफैक्ट लॉन्गर ट्यूब में थोड़ा कम डिस्टेंस जाना चाहिए, बट यहाँ पे रखोगे मार्शमैलो एंड यू अप्लाई दी फोर्स, तो टाइम दोनों को इक्वली मिल रहा है, राइट? एंड पर है तो ज्यादा टाइम के लिए फोर्स अप्लाई नहीं हो रहा उनके ऊपर. But if you keep it over here, you will see the difference. Okay, very nicely they will show you in the videos. YouTube पे video मिलेगा. Okay, understood this?
Yes
Okay,
sir.
let's deviate a little bit away from the syllabus, no? Okay. See, our aim is to understand all the concept. As I said, we are generally going to understand the concept. जो चीज रट्टा मारना है बेटा, मैं आपको बता दूंगा कि ये स्टेटमेंट है बेटा, इसको रट्टा मारो, बाकी सब अंडरस्टैंड करके लेना है. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड का एडवांटेज ये होता है कि एक बार दिमाग में घुस गया ना, एग्जाम का टाइम आप जब बुक पढ़ोगे तो आपका फायदा क्या होगा, यू डोंट हैव टू मग इट अप. आपको पता है ये ऐसा हो रहा था, ऐसा है, सर ने ये बोला था, मेरे को याद है, फटाफट पेज टर्न हो जाएगा. सो ड्यूरिंग द डीजीसी एग्जाम टाइम, द ट्रिगर बुक इज 625 pages. Okay, out of which 200 pages you don't have to study, you have to study only 400 pages. But can you imagine reading 400 pages before the exam? Not possible. Okay, for revising also you need to at least go through them, no? So at least 400 pages देखना पड़ेगा, तो it is not possible. But if you understand the concept, देखकर बोल सकते ये मेरे को पता है, ये मेरे को पता है, फटाफट पेज टर्न हो जाता है, पूरा रिवाइज होता है बेटा. Okay, now as I told you that we are dealing with the physics part over here. Physics always should be backed up with the mathematics. Okay, I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but we were aware that there is a black hole, right?
Yes, sir.
But when did we get an actual proof or actual picture of a black hole? Last year?
Yes, sir. In last year 2000, sir, 19 ending, sir, we got.
Yes, 2019 के end पे अपने को पहली बार black hole का image मिला. That means we
Yes,
got
sir.
the actual proof that black hole exists. But उससे पहले scientists बोल रहे थे ना है, how did they come to that? कैसे conclude किया?
तो वो theoretically prove हुआ था.
Yes, theoretically prove होना मतलब क्या होता है बेटा? Mathematically आप जब ये expression वगैरह use करके when you reach to some observation, okay, and then you come across something जो कि होना नहीं चाहिए, then you solve it again and again, and फिर भी mathematically बोलता है कि नहीं वहां पर कुछ और चीज भी है, then the scientists conclude कि वहां पर black hole होना चाहिए, and they start looking for it. Okay, just some 10 years back there was one more discovery, Higgs boson. Okay, I don't think you will be aware of that or no, but Higgs boson was the biggest discovery of the big hadron collider. You know the hadron collider, right? CERN. यूरोप में वो है ना, एक बड़ा सा ट्यूब है जिसमें से पार्टिकल एक्सेलरेट करता है, पार्टिकल एक्सेलरेटर, they go and hit each other, right? So there they discovered the Higgs boson particle. Okay, Higgs boson, he was a scientist. When he did the mathematical calculation, he was finding that there should be something else inside the nucleus. Neutron, proton तो होता ही है, but baryons, leptons, there are so many things inside the nucleus. We just study neutron, proton. Okay, so वो बोल रहा था कि न्यूट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन, इलेक्ट्रॉन, बेरियन ये सब तो है, बट उसके अलावा देयर इज वन मोर पार्टिकल, बट नो साइंटिस्ट बिलीव इन. उन्होंने बोला भाई प्रूफ कैसे करोगे? सो ही मैथमेटिकली प्रूव दैट देयर इज दिस पार्टिकल. So that particle, since he could mathematically prove, scientists now were thinking if mathematically is proved, that means it should exist. But rule क्या है बेटा? जब तक आप उसको प्रूफ नहीं करते हो फिजिकल एविडेंस के साथ, तब तक आपका मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशन को कंसीडर नहीं किया जाता, माना नहीं जाता, एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया जाता. So after 50 years of he saying there is some particle, this research was done, and after 50 years it was discovered. So in physics, it is very necessary to back everything up with the mathematics. Okay, that's the reason that why we will study one. We have to do a numerical for this question. So we'll do one very easy numerical. Just try to grasp what the data is given and try to solve it yourself. Okay, so let us do this numerical now. Okay, calculate the force applied on a body of mass 5 kg initially at rest, so that it attains the velocity of 20 meter per second in 2 seconds. Can you do this beta? Very very simple question. क्या कर सकते हो बेटा ये?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please calculate and let me know the answer. No.
So 50
What is the new unit beta?
newtons.
Newtons. Good.
Yes.
Everyone got
sir.
50?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So the answer is 50 newtons. I hope we don't have to do this question, right? अगर किसी को नहीं आया बेटा, let me know, we can solve it. Okay? Answer is 58. Another thing, you have studied second law of motion, right? What did it say, beta? That rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the force and take place in the direction of the force, right? Now, imagine there is a well. Well तो पता है ना बेटा, कुआं. Okay? Imagine there is a well. So this is a well. On the top of the well, there is a pulley. पुली पता है ना बेटा आपको, गांव में जाते तो देखा रहेगा ना, कुएं के ऊपर एक ये होता है, राइट?
Yes, sir.
This pulley goes inside and there is a small bucket which carries the water. Okay, person is standing over here and he is trying to pull it downwards. Correct? Sorry, मैंने थ्रेड तो बनाया ही नहीं बेटा, क्या खींच रहा है ना? ये रस्सी. ओके, इसको हम लोग यहाँ से इरेज कर देते हैं. We don't require this. Suppose there is a pulley and this person is pulling it. Now beta, my question to you is, we know this person is pulling downward, right? Application of force is in the downward direction, but the effect of the force is in upward direction. Doesn't it violate the second law of motion statement which says that, last part में लिखा है ना, take place in the direction of the force, right? That means motion should happen in the direction of the force, correct? But I am practically diagram draw करके आपको show कर रहा हूँ that this person is pushing downwards but the bucket is coming upward. So is this a violation of Newton's second law of motion or something else is happening over here?
No, sir. How, sir? Because the force is only applied
Sir,
downward, so. Sir,
Force is applied downward.
सर सिर्फ डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन चेंज किया है.
Yes, सिर्फ direction of application of force change
direction of motion change.
using the pulley. Yes, that is what you have to understand over here, beta. See, what actually is happening is when he is applying the force downward, तो आपने स्कूल में पढ़ा रहेगा ना, this is the direction of the effort, there is a tension in the string. टेंशन क्या है बेटा, अपवर्ड हो गया ना, तो ये पॉइंट पे भी टेंशन अपवर्ड एक्ट करेगा तो ऊपर ही खींचेगा ना बेटा. So there is no violation. Please understand this. Pulley is just to change the direction so that you can conveniently pull this thread downward. Upward खींचना मुश्किल होता है ना, नीचे खींचना easy होता है. Okay, that's why the pulley is installed. Clear बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Newton's second law of motion is the basics of your thrust. Okay, let us go here. थोड़ा पीछे आ जाते हैं, यहाँ पे जगह है ना. So we are saying that the forward force acting on the aeroplane is thrust, right? Thrust is nothing but the force, okay? And force is nothing but mass times velocity, change in momentum, right? So thrust का formula क्या है पता है? M Vj minus Va. Understood? Rate of change of momentum. Thrust is mass times velocity minus velocity this. We are not taking the time because engine continuously run करता रहता है. Okay? Time होता है ना denominator में बेटा, that is there. But engine is continuously running, so we say that the time is very short period. Will not take that into consideration. ठीक है? Thrust का formula समझा है?
Yes, sir.
Now you need to understand what is this Vj, what is this Va, then only we can go ahead. Okay, so just drawing the jet engine over here. Okay, so this is how the jet engine actually looks like. Inlet allows the air to come in, exhaust allows the air to go out. ठीक है बेटा. So from here the air is entering the engine. Okay, what engine does? Let it go, we are not bothered about that. From here the air comes out. Correct? Jet बोलते हैं ना लोग इसको, jet. तो jet comes out. So when the air is going inside, the amount of air goes inside, that is the mass. Correct? Initially ये air का एक speed होगा ना बेटा, हवा में जो air होगा उसका कुछ speed होगा, right? That speed is called as the inlet speed. We call it as the VA. Okay? या फिर आप अगर चाहो तो उसको थोड़ा easy करते हैं, VJ minus VA, VJ minus VI कर लेते हैं, inlet, so that you will not confuse. Okay? VI. VI क्या है बेटा? Inlet velocity. Okay? Now many people will say that sir aeroplane का शुरुआत में तो ये रुका हुआ रहता है, move नहीं करता, right? But the concept is a little bit different. कैसे move होता है मैं बाद में बताता हूँ. बस अभी बस इतना समझो कि initially there is some velocity in the air which is entering the engine. Okay? We do the combustion. आप किसी चीज को गर्म करोगे बेटा तो वो क्या करेगा बेटा? Expand होगा, right? It will expand and try to run out. So it is running out. When it is running out, I'm not changing the mass, no, but I'm just sending the equal amount of mass. The mass of the air remains same, but now it will come out with the final velocity that is called as the VJ. VJ इसलिए बोलते हैं बेटा because it's the jet velocity, it's the jet velocity. ठीक है बेटा? Now any logical person can clearly say that there is a ambiguity in the statement. क्या ambiguity है बेटा? हम लोगों ने बोल तो दिया कि VJ minus V है, but mass change होगा ना बेटा? Because initially I am taking, let us say, 100 kilogram of air inside the engine, but we are also adding the fuel over there, right? So 100 gram of air में आप for combustion you are adding, no? तो ratio होता है 15:1. So 15 part of air, 1 part of the fuel. So with this logic, if you go, you are at least adding 10 gram of air, 10 gram of fuel. तो mass change हो जाएगा ना? Correct? So whatever the adjustment are there, no, we will study them in detail in the next class. Right now, we are understanding how Newton's law of motion is applicable, right? तो adjustment मैं आपको बाद में बता देता हूँ. But look at this thrust. Now you understood how the thrust is produced. Thrust is M Vj minus Va. Now beta, just looking at this statement, suppose I want to speed up my aeroplane. That means I want to accelerate. Thrust बढ़ाना. What should I do?
More air intake.
You can do more air intake. Very good if you increase the mass. Or
More fuel combustion.
no, fuel को छोड़ दो बेटा. सिर्फ air की बात कर रहे हैं. Fuel
Increase the velocity as well.
Yeah, increase the jet velocity, no? जितना फास्ट जेट जाएगा बेटा उतना फास्ट आपका एरोप्लेन जाएगा, राइट? इंक्रीज द जेट वेलोसिटी और डिक्रीज द इनलेट वेलोसिटी. मैथमेटिक्स करना है बेटा. इधर ये आई विल इंक्रीज द मास तो भी ऊपर जाएगा, राइट? इफ आई इंक्रीज मास देन आल्सो इट विल गो अप. इफ आई इंक्रीज दिस देन आल्सो इट विल गो अप. इफ आई इंक्रीज दिस देन इट विल डिक्रीज दिस, नो? प्रोडक्ट कम हो जाएगा तो इसको डिक्रीज करना. ठीक है बेटा? दिस इज द DGCA क्वेश्चन. यहाँ पर हम लोग लिख लेते हैं बेटा इसके बाजू में. ये क्या है? एक DGCA क्वेश्चन है. M Vj माइनस यही फॉर्म में आता है बेटा. फ्यूल को कंसिडर नहीं किया गया है इसमें. ओके, फ्यूल कंसिडरेशन, एयर प्रेशर कंसिडरेशन, देयर आर टू फैक्टर्स दैट कम्स इनटू पिक्चर हियर, फ्यूल एंड एयर प्रेशर. वी विल डू बोथ ऑफ देम इन डिटेल. कोई घाई नहीं है बेटा, हमारे पास पूरा का पूरा सेमेस्टर पड़ा हुआ है. आराम से 6 महीने में आराम से सब कुछ सीखेंगे. ओके, हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस हाउ थ्रस्ट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड?
सर वन टाइम रिपीट करो ना.
बेटा देखो, सेकंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन क्या बोलता है? रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द फोर्स.
सर
या टेल मी व्हाट आर यू सेइंग बेटा?
Sir, thrust formula is T equal to V dm by dt, na sir? Change of mass upon change of time.
बेटा we are not considering time, no, because आपका इंजन continuously run कर रहा है ना dear.
Yes.
Okay, if suppose it was just for 10 seconds, then we'll take 10 and divide it, no? But my engine is continuously running, so we are not bothered about the time as of now. Okay, so this is the formula. You just have to remember this. Okay, thrust is
Okay,
nothing
sir.
but the force. ठीक है, mass of the air coming in, mass of the air going out. Newton's second law of motion. Now let us consider some more example of Newton's second law of motion, which are your school examples. When you try to catch a cricket ball, okay, the person who is catching the cricket ball always withdraws his hand backward. Okay, catch करके अपना हाथ थोड़ा पीछे खींचेगा ना बेटा.
Yes.
Okay, so when he is pulling the hand backward, why is he pulling the hand backward, beta? To
overcome the movement,
हाँ, to
change of
decrease the
movement.
impact, right? अगर आप टाइम नहीं बढ़ाओगे तो बेटा क्या हो जाएगा, इंस्टेंटेनियस फोर्स आपके हाथ के ऊपर आएगा और आपको
प्रोजेक्टाइल
इंजरी.
सर, प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन ना.
हाँ, you can consider it as a projectile motion also बेटा. Okay? So आप कैच करने जाओगे तो आपके हाथ पे लग सकता है, इंजरी हो सकता है. ओके, और दूसरा एग्जांपल क्या है, सपोज लेट अस टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ अ कार्ट. ओके, वी हैव गॉट अ कार्ट, we have got wheels on this cart. 3-dimensional नहीं है बेटा, to understand that there is a cart, there is this and there is one person who is what, going forward pulling the cart. Correct beta? When I have one bottle of, let's say, milk over here, he can easily move it. Correct? When I have 2 bottles, will the force change or no? तो ज्यादा फोर्स अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा ना, तीन स्पीड
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो if I increase the mass, again he will have to apply one more force, right? That is also the example of second law of motion. You can study all the second law of motion example from the school textbook. Any doubt in second law?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, now we'll go to the third law. This is the easiest of all laws, right? What is this law, beta?
Action and reaction.
Action and reaction. So we study the statement that to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. That is true according to your ICSC. Okay, marks मिलेगा, SSC board marks मिलेगा, IGCSE board marks मिलेगा, till your 10th standard marks मिलेगा, 12th standard SSC board कर रहे हो तो marks मिलेगा. But when you go into your higher studies, they will say that that is wrong. Okay, imagine what is happening over here. We have got a table. एक table है बेटा. 4 stands of table, right? On the ground. On this table, I am keeping a block. ठीक है बेटा? Weight of block is because of what बेटा? जो डाउनवर्ड फोर्स होगा ब्लॉक के ऊपर वो किसकी वजह से होगा बेटा?
Acceleration due to gravity.
Yes, because gravity is pulling downward, right? So इसको मैं फोर्स अलग से इससे बना कलर से बनाते बेटा, ब्लू ले लेते हैं. So because of gravitational force, okay, यहाँ लिख देते हैं. So gravitational force is trying to pull the block downward. Okay. In the physics, you have studied that whenever there is a contact with the surface also applies the force in the upward direction, right? Called as what force? Normal.
Net force. Net force.
हाँ, normal reaction force, no beta. Net force is the addition of both the forces. Okay. So this is normal reaction force. Okay. ऊपर की तरफ गया, right? Correct. Now beta, normal reaction force is applied by the table. Correct. Gravitational force is applied by the earth. तो यहाँ पे तो 3 चीजें हो गई ना बेटा, टेबल, ब्लॉक एंड ग्रेविटी. So 3%. How can I say it is for every action there is equal and opposite reaction? Action is not on the table, action is on the earth. Okay, earth is not giving any reaction force. Earth तो pull कर रहा है. Table is giving the reaction force. Understood? So the statement to every action there is equal and opposite reaction is wrong. Okay, यहाँ लिखते हैं action. Sorry. Every action has equal and opposite reaction is a wrong statement. समझ में आया बेटा?
Yes, yes.
कैसे प्रूफ करके दिखाया आपको कि फोर्स यहाँ पे ग्रेविटी एक्ट कर रहा है, ग्रेविटी आपको रिएक्शन फोर्स नहीं दे रहा है, टेबल दे रहा है. सो एक्चुअल में आपका स्टेटमेंट क्या है ना, if a body A applies force on body B will apply equal and opposite force on body A. स्टेटमेंट आपको लग रहा है सर तो मेरे को पोपट बना रहे, सेम स्टेटमेंट है, राइट? इक्वल अपोजिट दिखा, बट अंडरस्टैंड द वेरिएशन बेटा. जब आप हायर स्टैंडर्ड में जाओगे फिजिक्स में, इंजीनियरिंग फिजिक्स में करते हो, दैट इज if you do the graduation in the physics, or if you go to further part and you try to do the engineering in physics, or you become an astronaut, in a astronaut बनना है, नासा वगैरह में काम करना है, इसरो में काम करना है, there you say every reaction equal and opposite reaction, निकाल देगा, बोले आपको अक्ल ही नहीं है, कुछ नहीं पता है. ओके, सो द बेसिक इज अगर बॉडी ए बॉडी बी के ऊपर फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहा है तो बॉडी बी ओनली शुड अप्लाई द फोर्स ऑन द बॉडी ए. दैट मींस द एक्शन एंड रिएक्शन शुड हैपन बिटवीन टू बॉडीज. Correct? And
Yes,
I
sir.
have given you the example where there would be three bodies into the picture. तो three bodies को out कर दो, उसमें Newton's third law of motion applicable नहीं होता है. So this change the statement. Don't buy it every action as equal and opposite reaction. Now henceforward just remember that body apply किया force, तो body B will apply equal and opposite. है same statement, but उसको क्या किया है, थोड़ा full proof कर दिया. Clear है बेटा? Okay, that concludes our class. We'll stop over here. That is Newton's laws of motion. In next class onward, हम लोग work, power, energy वगैरह सब समझेंगे बेटा. So just we'll go through whatever things we did today. And if you want, you can take a screenshot of this. Full screenshot आएगा क्या?
सर ले लिया, जब छोटा किया था तब ले लिया.
ले लिया. जिसको लेना है बेटा वो भी अभी आपको चाहिए था. So ये है बेटा अपना syllabus is on the left hand corner. हम लोग ने क्या क्या सीखा? We understood where the engine is mounted on the aircraft. Okay, these are wing mounted engine. Sometimes you will also see that they are mounted on the fuselage. Sometimes it is mounted between the vertical stabilizer and the wing on the surface. So location कहीं पर भी हो. We understood what is firewall. We understood what are the things required for combustion and fuel. Okay, we understood the location of firewall. We understood what it does, what it is made up of. All DGCA questions. Okay, then हम लोगों ने 3 laws of motion किया बेटा. First law of motion क्या होता है? How it is applicable on the aeroplane. Second law of motion किया, how it is applicable on the aeroplane. Aeroplane में thrust second law से आता है. Third law नहीं बताया ना बेटा मैंने आपको. Third law क्या है बेटा? To every action there is equal and opposite reaction, right? तो हम लोग उसी स्टेटमेंट को यहाँ पे रखते हैं. यहाँ से जेट जब पीछे आएगा बेटा, so jet engine is applying the force outward. Okay, reaction force is forward. Engine को वो आगे धक्का मारेगा. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, beta. That's it. We'll stop over here. See you in the next class on next Saturday. Okay. I will raise an official concern कि भाई 10 student है, only 3 or 4 are joining. Please do something because next class onward we are going to start into detail. हम लोग actual syllabus start करने वाले हैं. ये तो just introduction था. इसमें से theory part में सिर्फ एक ही question आता है बेटा, ये वाला part. Okay. And बाकी जो भी चीज सिखाया गया है सारे DGC point of view से important है. ठीक है. See you in the next class. If you have any doubt, let me know now. Or should I close the meeting, beta?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Bye, beta. Everyone, take care.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Did you understood? Like the lecture?
Yes, sir. Like.
Okay, beta. Bye, beta. Take care.